is just to see if they qualify. So we have Genesis versus Syndicate. Genesis has Rathion, Narao, Revel, Pepper, Valkyraz, and Cocaine. And I'll introduce Syndicate in a moment, but let's just get into this here. Engagement, which is quickly getting out of hand for Syndicate. Syndicate's getting very split up, but they kind of like that, so they're coming back rather quickly and picking apart the Genesis defense. However, it is now a 3v1. Oh, and it is, in fact, Genesis' round.
Yep, Pepper
Wow.
acting as a sacrificial lamb for Ravel to come up and conk old boy on the head there.
Yeah. Anyway, Syndicate is coming with Stan, Renly, Wetty Fap, which is actually Muffin, Zebra, Poppycock, and Fart Sniffer. There you have it. So, oh my gosh, a Firepot kill on both sides. Never see that. And Syndicate with the first 3 kills. It looks like this is going to be their round. However, this is a 2v2. Now back to a 2v1. A 1v1.
It actually might be in Genesis' favor right now. I think Pepper's got a little bit more health than Renatus here.
Although,
Man-Arms versus Knight. You know how that
just
usually
letting
ends
him
up.
heal.
You go for the
If I
old
were that
classic
Man-at-Arms,
1v1.
If I were that Man-at-Arms, I would... Oh, man.
Nice
Ooh.
reads from both.
Oh, no. He
Very
missed.
nice.
That was super close. Really, really close. So it's 1-1, guys. And pretty even all over the place. Lots of fire, lots of throwables as usual. Oh, this is a 1v1 between Men-at-Arms going on over here, but nothing like the main battle. I'm trying to get both, but it's hard. Genesis obviously coming out on top of the group fight. That Man-at-Arms was really sorely needed in that fight.
Absolutely, yeah.
If I were that Man-at-Arms, I would have just ran
Yeah,
straight
just
back.
stay on the perimeter, catch anybody who's, you know, bloody, take them out.
Composition. Alright, Genesis is using 3 Vanguards. I think they might have been looking at maybe Rangers roster to see that worked against Syndicate on this map. Makes sense. Oop. Syndicate does take the first 2 kills. Nay, the 3. Yeah, it is Syndicate's round to win. Unless for some reason... Nope. Syndicate wins that round. And, we got a 2v2 on the scoreboard. These two teams are very evenly matched.
Very
from what I
evenly
can
matched,
tell.
absolutely.
Genesis has been practicing. They didn't really show up in the last couple tournaments, but here I can definitely see they've made some improvement.
Absolutely, and one of the things that you can definitely tell,
My goodness.
it's, yeah, that is, what a,
Oh, almost a full clear.
yeah. Genesis, the thing about them is, the same people are in the team, are on the team since, you know, the beginning, so they have that, you know, really, really locked in synergy of just having played with each other for about a year now. So a lot of other teams are relatively new, get new players all the time, and Genesis goes with their tried and true, so they've got a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, I would absolutely say so. Genesis is sort of one of those old dog teams. They've been around for a very long time. They know the lay of the land. Man, everyone's
3-3 here.
Yeah, they're trading rounds.
Classic LTS tournament style, round for round.
And there's a tad bit of lag, but oh, Genesis is coming out on top. Yeah, they get the first, second blood. They get stopped midway though, and this engagement was definitely going their way. Yeah, they win the 2v1, but it was a close one. So 4-3. Nothing really super special about that round. Let's see if Genesis can actually hold the momentum this time, because neither team are really keeping that at the moment.
Not a bad fire pot by Zebra there.
Yeah,
Hit
very
one,
nice.
disperse them.
Syndicate getting the first 2 kills, coming in, hitting hard, and just
Good
very...
gravy, what a clusterfuck right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Syndicate, when they get in a group fight, it is either a clusterfuck that they win, or it's a long, drawn-out, just team engagement that the opposing team wins. But that time, they just ran in swinging, didn't care what they hit. Alright, let's see what's going on here. So, lots of damage coming on to Genesis' side due to fire pots. But still, Genesis gets the first 2 kills. And keep on delivering. With only 1 death to show for currently. And Raphael gets Muffin. And we have a 5 men alive. 5-4. It seems like Genesis is just barely eking out ahead of Syndicate at the moment. They could very well take this round, this game, in fact, simply based on that 1-point lead. Oh, but they get separated. That's very bad for anyone on the wrong end of Syndicate's sword. And Genesis is just going to get taken apart. Yeah. Down they go.
5-5. Round for round we go.
Goodness gracious. I wanted to sleep tonight, folks, but instead, get to watch these insane games. At least they're fast rounds. No throne room to worry about. Alright, so this starting off really strong. Oh, man, Syndicate starts off with the first blood as well as a TK on Genesis' side. And we look in here, Pepper gets some really good kills. Genesis looks like they're holding out, but no, it's down to a 1v2. Oh,
Ooh.
Goodness! Pepper just crushes Stan's cranium.
That was very nice. Oh, Bobby just goes for the gamble. Yeah, and it worked.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Match point for Syndicate. 5-6. Very close match.
Yeah, this is match point for Syndicate. They could take it right here, but if I know Genesis, I think they're going to take another round. Let's see. Oh, Syndicate gets first blood. And second and third. Yeah, not looking good at all. Genesis is going to go down, it seems. Yep. And the first game, very, very close. 5-7. Closest I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to Syndicate. Now... the next map, I believe the next map is Hillside?
Hillside.
So this can absolutely make or break Genesis. If they have specific strats for Hillside, they will absolutely beat Syndicate.
Yes.
However, if they do not, Syndicate will take them quite easily, I think. Because more, that equal playing field, that gives both teams a very equal chance. And Syndicate just barely got out ahead. While this map has all that environment stuff. So if one team can deal with it better, then they'll be the victor. This is the second map. Shiv, any 4? Well, damn, Feisty. Thanks for the inside knowledge, actually. I think Hillside Pyre would be the better map. Because this is just way too obstacle intensive. So many obstacles to deal with. Damn it, Feisty. Okay. So, the second map between Syndicate and Genesis is about to begin. It is going to be Hillside. Again, Syndicate is going on the Mason side and Genesis on the Agathian side. Let's see what goes down. The last game was 5-7 in Syndicate's favor. Genesis doing a Pretty standard move up on top of the walls. And lots and lots of throwables, as per usual. Genesis will be the first to go down, Rathion, but Genesis gives as good as they get. They get 2 kills. Lots of kill trading going on, but it looks like it's tipping in Syndicate's favor. Now a 1v2. Oh, 1v1. Oh, the triple feint by Muffin. Just too strong. Well, shit. That was some... Yeah, that was some horrifying desync. Well, let's get up close and personal for this one, folks. So, this line of battle is broken by Genesis. They're getting very aggressive, but that's not their playstyle. That is Syndicate's playstyle, and Syndicate meets the charge head-on and absolutely dominates. Now a 1v2. Nope. Pepper just can't hold out. Already 2-0 in favor of Syndicate. This may not end all that well for Genesis. Let's see, anything can happen. Alright, Genesis getting really badly caught in the midst of a lot of those throwables. However, they are also giving several. Very good job by Genesis. They've waited for just the right moment to engage, and it paid off. They're going to take this round handily. Oh, insane mace usage. Very fun. So yeah, they do take that round. They need to understand that Syndicate is an aggressive team. They're going to always push if you do not. And Genesis has the upper hand in those defensive, more sort of planned engagements. Would you agree, Simon?
I think I'd agree with that, yeah.
Yeah. So, just right here, you guys can kind of tell, Genesis is kind of baiting Syndicate right now, and they're getting a lot of damage as a result. Syndicate got the first blood, and most of the other bloods. Now a 2v3. However, all that beginning damage is going to mean a lot for him right now. Let's see if the last man, Pepper, can take advantage. I don't think he can with a 1v3. Yep, he will go down to the combined onslaught. I wasn't seeing as much synergy as I'd like from Genesis at that time. They just threw out a lot of damage, didn't really follow up with any
follow-up on, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's incredibly important. You throw your lobby of projectiles and you focus on the people that are either the, biggest threat or nearest death, and try and get those out of the fight as soon as possible. And if you're not immediately following up, then you pretty much wasted your salvo.
I absolutely agree. Makes perfect sense. Alright, so bit of a stalemate going on. Nobody wants to push the other, but like I said, Syndicate should be the one to break it. They're impatient. They really want that blood.
Decent fire pot there.
But Genesis is actually the first one to engage, but they really catch a couple of Syndicate out of step, and they do get some very easy kills. Lots of kill trading, though. This could go either way. No, it is going to go Genesis's way with a 2v1 remaining. Let's see if the remaining knight can do it. It's Stan. Stan's a very, very good knight.
Oh!
He can't see behind
that bait,
himself.
though.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. But, yeah. Stan doesn't have eyes in the back of his head, no matter how good of a knight he is. Very nice 2v1. And Genesis takes another round. It's not 2 points versus 3. Call them points, but it's actually round.
Points first.
Yeah. So Syndicate is going to try again to do their push. but I don't know. I don't know if it's in the cards for Genesis right now. Like they're being a little too aggressive for themselves. They should hold back, wait for that opportune moment. It seems to be what they're doing. Everyone's just walking around in circles right now. Again, that 1 minute time limit would be really nice.
All right, Zebra's down.
Oh yeah, Pepper
You
gets
stepped
first
a little
blood.
too far outside the comfort zone. And I think that's all Genesis needed there to kind of open it up.
Yeah, even with
Cocaine
the
taking
TK.
out Pepper, Raytheon taking out Ravel, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, 3-3, now a tie. Very nice. So, last round, Genesis did something very smart, but this round, oh my gosh. They got a 4-man hit with a fire pot. That is going to be terrible. Yeah, it's showing just instantly killing the opposition. Easy clear for Syndicate.
Genesis taking a back approach here, trying to flank around.
Yeah, that's rather new. I don't know if it's a good idea, though, because Syndicate really owns these sort of choke point spots. Unless they see Syndicate really pull back, this is not a smart decision. They should go back around. Oh, lots of throwables coming Syndicate's way, but also Genesis, one of their knights gets hit in the head. Very bad. Syndicate kind of stuck there. Too many of them coming in at once. Can't attack for fear of team damage. Uh-oh. Muffin with the double kill. Not gonna spell very good news for Genesis. Oh, one left on the Genesis side. Yeah, not gonna be enough. Don't see 1v4s go very well for the one at all. Except in pubs, maybe, sometimes. We're now at 3 versus 5 rounds, with Syndicate on top. Okay. Lots of fire on Syndicate. This is not going to be good for them. Immediately have a lower health pool. They should be going down very easily, but they're not. Syndicate is just fighting and fighting and fighting. Genesis really just needs a couple good hits, and, you know, they got him, but not quick enough. All right.
Match point for Syndicate.
Yeah, I think the cards are really in it for Syndicate this time. I'm not sure I can see Genesis coming back from this. Like, they've been playing decently, but they're kind of out of sorts. They do get that first kill, though. So this round should go to them. However, the second kill goes to Syndicate. But Genesis, yep, that lack of that first initial player really weakens Syndicate's defense, and they are going to go down. Seems I might have spoke a bit too soon. Genesis are picking up a little bit, gaining some momentum. Always great to see.
Really need to tighten up here and get 3 in a row if they hope to win this one, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely possible for this to tie break. Like, these two teams are very close to one another in skill levels. Would not be surprised. Honestly, this first kill is going to decide quite a lot. A lot of these throwables are missing, but I think a lot of the hits were on Syndicate's side. So many throwing axes. Why are there so many throwing axes? Are they picking up the already thrown axes? I think they are. That's just wonky. Okay, this is a good move by Genesis. They should be able to take a good couple kills here. Oh, but no, man. I thought Genesis was waiting for the opportune moment, but instead, they were just getting slaughtered. Oh, man. Well, hey, very good game. Absolutely good game. Well, folks, Hillside has struck again with a 7-4. Syndicate has won, and they are going to go on to tomorrow's games. And very good game, both sides. Great performance by Genesis and Syndicate. Okay, well, thankfully that didn't take more than 20 minutes. Whew, I get to